All right, folks, we will return in about 6 minutes for our next thing. It's going to be this. It's going to be TRISTOP, Maestro, and Scotto Bozo. I got to say, I'm actually, like, listen, I don't root against or for any particular player, but I'm kind of pleased that some of our lower qualifying players are making it into the top 16. That's kind of the point of the format, is rather than preventing the lower seed players from having a shot, they are actually earning their way into the top 16. So I like it. I'm sure Meme and Sofa don't like it right now anyway, but I think that is a very cool result. Anyway, we will be back. I'm going to mute, and we'll be back in about 5 minutes. All right, folks, we are just about ready to get underway. Our players are setting up. While they're getting set up, we'll do a little abbreviated opening, because it's a separate stream and it's got to be a separate VOD and all that. So good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever in the world you are. You're tuned into another edition of Classic Tetris Monthly. It is Das Masters for October 2024, using our brand new format. A 32-player flat bracket. And what does that even mean? Well, it looks like this. Let me show you what it looks like. This is what it looks like. All right, does that clarify things? Does that, you understand now what it is, having looked at that? Basically, instead we have a 32-player tournament, and instead of having a 1-32 match and a 2-31 match, the higher place players receive 1 or 2 buys into the tournament. The lower seed players fight it out to earn their spots into the later rounds. And it's very exciting. So that is the thing. What we've got for you today is one half of our blue bracket. It's the bottom half. It's going to be TRISTOP versus Maestro. The winner of that will play Scotto. And the winner of that match will win a spot in the top 16. We've already had one result, and that is Storm 957, our 26 seed, fighting his way through Meme and Salted Sofa to earn a spot in the top 16. And now these players will be looking to do the exact same thing. Those are the rules. You know what the rules are. The main things are that you're supposed to actually play DAS. Really, actually, for real, play DAS. This is a DAS tournament, not a DAS mimicking tournament. This is not 9 hertz, tap your way through the tournament and call it DAS. No, this is actually play DAS. Level 18 starts, same piece sets re-rolled in between each game. Make sure your hertz and input display are turned on. It's a best of 5 throughout. The winner gets a prize. And what is the prize? It is a share in a prize pool, which currently stands at $514.25. I want to thank Scott Gray for the $500 contribution into the prize pool. Right now, we will be paying the top 4. It should not say contributions will be frozen. That is, for some reason, the slide didn't update. But right now, we'll be paying the top 4. If we get to $1,000, then we can pay the top 8 of the tournament. Okay, we will pay the top 8 if we get to $1,000. If you want to contribute to the prize pool, that is the only way the prize pool increases. So if you're watching right now on YouTube or Twitch, use the Matcherino command, and that will bring up the link. Make sure the link you click says Das Masters, and that way you're contributing to the right tournament. You click on that. It's a 2-click login. You just click, you sign in with your Twitch account or your YouTube account. It's so easy. And there'll be a button in the top right that says contribute. So then you can contribute any amount, $1, $5, $10, $20. It is $1 Wednesday. So everybody should contribute $1. If everybody watching this right now contributed $1, we'd be halfway there. So get in there, $1 Wednesday, and contribute to the prize pool. And yeah, I mean, that goes to the players, not to me. And the prize pool is probably the most important thing that keeps players coming back every single month. So please do contribute, blah, blah, blah. And if you want to keep the channel going, Patreon.com/monthly Tetris. This will help ensure that Classic Tetris Monthly continues in the future, right? That reliable revenue coming in every single month says, okay, yeah, people like what we're doing, we'll keep doing it. And if they don't, well, I guess we'll have to stop. But I don't want to stop. I like it. Otherwise, I gotta go get a job. I don't want to do that. Want to give a thanks to Scott Gray 76 K9 watching Tetris Tacnerus for contributing or sponsoring us at the Mega Masters level. Masters level, Corporal 381 shall be satisfied. CatKit 91, Jay in the window, Troy Dan, and Kim S at the bracket sponsor level. Sticker and double sticker club level members and community level members. Thank you very much. Patreon.com/monthly Tetris. Support us, won't you? All right. All right, well, Tristop's sitting really low there and Maestro high. We're going to figure this out. All right. Tristop's got so much room, but that's okay. Oh, what are you going to adjust that camera? Oh, do it. Do it. Oh, look at that. That's my guy. That's my guy. Perfect. Look at that guy. That is a perfect person. All right. All right, Tristop, how did you do in the exam? How do you think you did? We're going to give players their pieces 232E39. It was an online exam. I got 100. Nice. All right, 232E39. Oh, wait, robot.
Attention players, your pieces are 232E39.
That is the robot telling you your pieces. And you know, we've got contribution codes to that match, Reno, by the way. 12 left. 12 left. 3s, 2s, Michael, King's Demon, G's M, Daniel Lum. The most recent people to click on that contribution code button. It's free. It's so free. Just log in and click a button. Help us out. 12 more to go. Players, make sure your hertz and input displays are on. Hertz and input displays are on. DAS mode is optional. Right, it looks like both players are ready. Classic Tetris Monthly, DAS Masters, October 2024. It's round one, not round two. Who put that there? Round one between Tristop and Maestro. Let's go ahead and get them counted down in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Thank you for redeeming the codes ctm.gg/Matcherino. Actually, that takes you to Masters, the DAS Masters one. Just use the link in the chat. On the left side, Tristop, a legend in the making of the classic Tetris world. Been around for a long time in the classic Tetris scene. You have seen him do some amazing things. You've seen him win the CTWC Canada Regional, the CTWC Philadelphia Regional. You've seen him win Classic Tetris Brawl Fall 2022. Also was the runner-up in this very tournament in August 2024. Finished in the top 4 in the CTWC this year. Is a game crasher, has a DAS 1.3 out of the United States. Qualifying in at seed number 21, it is Tristop. 117,000 for Tristop. Yeah, it was the first ever to get a DAS 1.3, true. Although right now that is number 4. and maybe number 5, depending on your opinion of the most recent Peace Dependency podcast, which I urge you to take a look at on this channel. 163 for TRISTOP, 185 for Maestro. On the right side, it is Maestro. Qualifying in at seed number 28 with a 992,644 average of 2. He's got a PB of 1.09 million the last time I looked it up. Is one of the DAS diehards. And is really famous for being a great DAS player. Maestro, one of the great DAS boosters and promoters. And you would think I would have a good list of all Maestro's accomplishments, but Maestro has no page on Liquipedia. So I'm going to put in a plug. If you are a lore master, if you are a Tetris historian, if you care about that kind of stuff, head over, someone in chat, tell the world how they can contribute to Liquipedia. Corian thing there for Maestro. 287 for him, 307 for TRISTOP. $28.21 contribution to the prize pool for Tom J. That's going to bring us to 54321. Thank you, Tom J, for your contribution to the prize pool. Yeah, they're saying Maestro has a 1.2. I don't have him on the DAS leaderboard, so, you know, there are broadcasters relying on information on leaderboards and Liquipedia, and these are incomplete, so get involved with preserving Tetris history. Do you want to go to the Discord, ctm.gg/discord or discord.gg/ctm? There is a whole research lab area down there if you want to get involved. I mean, you don't have to wait to be invited. Just get in there and ask to help. The whole future of classic Tetris as a professional esport really depends on whether we, treat it like it's a real thing. And, keep track of our history and keep track of our stats. I rely on it, but I'm here broadcasting, setting up tournaments and all that. I can't do it. It's all right. Maestro has a 1.2. Not according to the leaderboard that I look at. So let's get some people in there helping out. 462 for TRISTOP, 503 for Maestro. Tetris Maestro, 526. Other Tetris Maestro, pacing 549 through 118, has 12 lines to go. Oh, but he's going to have to... Yeah, I can't update the PBs continuously throughout the month. It's an image. Dirty Tetris TRISTOP 535. He's about 20,000 back. And just one line to go. Maestro gonna get a single into 19. 561 for Maestro, 543 for TRISTOP. He's into 19. Madelsberger says, the more I try to play classic mode in Tetris Effect Connected, the more I start to think this game might be a little harder than these guys make it look. Yes, indeed. It looks like it's simple. Just make lines and set up for Tetrises, and what's the problem? But game's not easy. TRISTOP setting up a spin tuck with a T. He's actually going to spin tuck that S in there. See how he's going to handle this. Okay, he's going to set up a column 9 Tetris. Long bar goes in, making it look easy. Like, what the heck? 627 TRISTOP, 584 Maestro, and TRISTOP adding another Tetris. Now has about a 60, 70,000 point lead. Maestro gets a Tetris. Ziggy says, leave some IQ for the rest of us. Anyway, I guess I would also implore you is if you are a player, and make sure you're updating your PBs on the various leaderboards. And that way we don't sell you short when we're announcing your accomplishments. All right, 684 for Maestro, 725 for TRISTOP. All right, long bar over Tetris Maestro, 721. Tetris for TRISTOP, 763. Another Tetris for Maestro. They're just 40,000 points apart. And basically the same line count. We are super neck and neck. Tetris Maestro. There's one TRISTOP. Same line count. TRISTOP ahead by about 32,000 points. It's about a Tetris. All right, Maestro gets a great long bar here. Another one over for a Tetris. Has to make a little gap, though, but that's going to uncover in just two burns. 835 for Maestro. 896 for TRISTOP. So Maestro going to have to overcome right now about a 65,000 point lead and just has 12 lines to do it. So Maestro needs to play really efficiently here to give himself a shot. There's a Tetris for Maestro, 904. Another Tetris. TRISTOP's got the max out. And Maestro is going to have to set up for two. And TRISTOP going to top out at A03. The target is A04. And Maestro cannot set up for two, but an amazing game in the first game here of round one. A max out for TRISTOP and a 942 for Maestro. GG's. All right, let's go ahead and give these players some pieces. What a great game. Czar Jordan, thanks for the tier 1 resub. 48 months. Thank you so much. That's Big Daddy Tetris. Tacnerus has gifted 3 months of tier 1 to Galaxy Biscuit. Thank you, Tacnerus. Suppose I should give TRISTOP the point. There it is. These are best of fives. The first player to 3 points is the winner of the match. Two BB 0 D4. All right. Both players are ready. Game number 2. In 3, 2, 1 Tetris. So you can see the inputs here. It is a DAS tournament. You can see the controller inputs displayed on the screen, both the left and right movements and the B and A rotation buttons, as well as the hertz counter for how many taps per second for any time they do tap. We're not super concerned with the occasional slow tap or an accidental fast tap here and there, especially if it's only 2 taps. But we do expect the players to be playing using press and hold the overwhelming majority of the time. $114 for TRISTOP, $94,000 for Maestro. Other Tetris TRISTOP, $159. Keeping it low, keeping it flat, accommodating various pieces. Good board here for TRISTOP. Long bar over. Tetris 182 through 32 for TRISTOP. Going to have to take his first burn of the game. And a Tetris TRISTOP 206 through 38. 167 for Maestro. Technerist has gifted 3 months of Tier 1 on Twitch to Critical Lapis. Or is it Critical APIs? I like to believe it's Critical APIs and not Critica Lapis, but Tetris TRISTOP 253, 215 for Maestro. Thank you so much, Technerist. All right, Maestro going to uncover the well. He's going to recover, though. He's going to have to skim 3 lines away at least. And there's the bar. Gets over Tetris. 271 Maestro. 346 through TRISTOP. Halfway that 19 transition. TRISTOP on pace for a high 600K transition if this pace should continue. All right, nice adjustments here for TRISTOP. Bopping along. He got 100 on an exam, no problem. He's feeling good. All right, TRISTOP covers it well, has to burn away about 5 lines, no problem. Tetris Maestro, 348. There's one for TRISTOP, 423. So about a 70,000 point lead for TRISTOP. TRISTOP has a couple lines in hand. Tetris Maestro, 376. Maestro set up on that left well. Long bar goes over. We'll see how he's going to handle this. Is he going to stay on that left well? Had a potential to set up a Vitz there, but why do that if you don't have to? What a question. Of course you should set up the Vitz. But Maestro, yeah, Maestro staying left well. Oh, and getting the pieces to fill out his stack here. Takes a skim and finds a long bar for the Tetris. Going to transfer that well over to the right side, I'm sure. I find that disorienting. I find that if I play too much on the left, I just feel almost dizzy and disoriented. Like, it's like, well, you see that internet thing where the guy, he like switched up the handlebars on a bike so that if you turn left, you go right and vice versa. That's how I feel if I stay on the left well too much. 499 for Maestro, 554 for TRISTOP. So TRISTOP maintaining the lead with just about 10 lines to go until that 19 transition. The speed will increase by 50%. It's done so for Maestro. 531 entry into 19 for him. Long bar over. Tetris TRISTOP into 19 at 608. Now in the 19 phase of the game with a as a DAS player, you are not expecting to get past level 29, so that is in effect a kill screen. So after 19, you got about 100 lines to go to get whatever scoring you're going to get. These games are so compressed compared to rolling / tapping games where they've got essentially 330 lines. And DAS games nowadays, you know, back in the old days, you know, you would watch like PAL Tetris, and PAL Tetris, the kill screen is essentially, or back then it was like 19. And that is actually the terminal speed in DAS. And it was like, oh, players will never really play that deep into 19. So it was basically like a 130 line sprint, basically. And these games with DAS are starting to feel like that. Like it's kind of like the same vibes now, where it's like so short. Yeah, it's literally just level 18, so the games just feel super compressed and short. And now even these games that go 230 lines with DAS, they just feel so short. Like there's no time to do anything. 764 TRISTOP, 640 for Maestro. Maestro gotta reestablish the well. Tetris Maestro 674. TRISTOP, though, has been expanding the lead. Same line count, about 123,000 point lead. Waiting out the bar here, gonna take a triple. And now this is turning into a real drought. Gonna uncover that well, get the Tetris, 841. Maestro gonna get a long bar in there. That'll help bring the stack down. See what Maestro's gonna do. He's just gonna take that triple, good, and a Tetris for him. 722 Maestro. Trying to get set up here for more. And we just got about 30 lines to go till 29, and Maestro right now has about 100,000 points to make up. It's about 3 Tetrises at these levels, so basically Maestro has to out Tetris TRISTOP by 3. Everything else being equal. 925 TRISTOP, 798 for Maestro. TRISTOP into 28 at 960. Maestro is in at 834, needs to Tetris out and probably try to set up for 2 if really anything is possible. But this Tetris for TRISTOP is going to give him the max out, and there's really nothing Maestro can do at this point. And that's going to be another max out from TRISTOP and a 900,000 from Maestro in back-to-back games. TRISTOP with the back-to-back max outs. And what are you supposed to do if you're Maestro? I mean, you're doing everything you can. You're getting 900Ks. You're making it all the way. And this guy just refuses to do anything other than max out. Yeah, great consistency from both. Yeah, back-to-back 900Ks. All right, let's get these players some pieces for game 3. FD6D1D. FD6D1D. Oh, wait, sorry.
The pieces are FD6D1D.
Why are they not tickling the controller?
Please stop with the filter.
Please follow Miles TG on TikTok.
Oh, he's tickling the controller. All right, let's get these Let's get these players ready. Oh, he's tickling the controller. He's going so fast. All right, the players are ready. Let's make sure the pieces are good. 4D, 6D, 1D. Yes, they are ready. Let's go. TRISTOP up 2-0. Looking to wrap it up right now. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris. So I hit the wrong button. You're good. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Don't pin that, Pines. But thank you. Can we bring back scary deep voice countdown because spooky month? You know, you bring up a good point there, Zar Jordan. I did away with the scary deep voice countdown because, you know, we're trying to get a little more professional back in the day, you know. I'll think about it. I know, Pines Cutely is so trained that I accidentally generated a piece series for these players. And they like automatically pinned it without even thinking. Like they're so trained. Well, so far, I mean, the whole intent of this round, of this level, of this 32 flat bracket was to give closer matchups in than, you know, a regular top 32. And so far, like in the green bracket that we've done so far, the round ones were sweeps. I believe they were all sweeps. And then here, TRISTOP is one game away from that. So Maestro is going to have to come back and win one just to justify this whole thing. It is weird. It's weird because they were sweeps, but also super close. Like, just because someone gets swept doesn't mean they were totally dominated. It can be 3 very close games, you know? 208 Maestro, 206 TRISTOP as we get underway in game number 3. There's a Tetris Maestro. Tetris Maestro 283. There's one. TRISTOP 276. TRISTOP though back by 4 lines, so pretty much neck and neck, score wise, pace wise. Tetris TRISTOP 345, 308 Maestro. Maestro gonna miss that S spin. Other Tetris TRISTOP 392, 358 for Maestro. Maestro with a little bit of a burning sequence here. That's going to allow TRISTOP to establish a lead. So the winner of this match will take on Scotto for a spot in the top 16. Ultimately, the top 16 opponent will be Giovanni, the number 5 seed. That won't be happening today, but... Oh, line spin TRISTOP. Oh, Giovanni PB'd today. Oh, nice. Maestro 441, TRISTOP 533. And we have more DAS Masters for you tomorrow. That's going to be the other half of the blue bracket preliminaries. That's going to be Sharky and Alejo, with the winner taking on Peak. So Sharky, Alejo, Peak tomorrow. Check out the schedule in the Discord. 648 for TRISTOP. Maestro is into 19 at 545. And TRISTOP is in at 652. So a huge transition for TRISTOP into 19. Now we got about 90 lines to go from here to get whatever points they are going to get. Maestro going to miss on that right side with the, or not, no, he's not going to miss. That was an adjustment, sorry. That looked like an adjustment. That was sort of last second tapped over there. Not a miss, but an adjustment. But when you see that kind of action over there, you're like, oh, that's some kind of miss, but that was not that. Oh, that left side for TRISTOP is concerning, but he's going to get a triple and a Tetris to bring this down 7 lines. So he should be able now to access that left side. He's going to open up that channel in column 2. Oh, and he hangs a bar. Oh, no, I don't know that TRISTOP. What can he do? The answer is nothing. TRISTOP's going to top out at 797. The target for Maestro is 798. It's about 170,000 point chase down. He's got 50 lines to do it. So he's got a lot of time. Well, a reasonable amount of time. Tetris is here worth around like 28,000. And will go up 1,200 points every successive level. So we can kind of just scale this out, you know, like lining out along the way. And just finding Tetrises along the way. Target is 798. We got 90,000 to go. He's not, you know, he's not pushing it. He's just like, okay, I'll kind of try to set up for something. I'm getting my board in order. But that was a huge pace for TRISTOP. Just to kind of end in that. You know, you do see that with a lot of pace games. They just kind of, I don't know, they almost put you in a bad frame of mind sometimes when you have these big paces. All right, Maestro with a Tetris. It's kind of 1.5 Tetrises away. Tetris is here worth 30,000. It's going to get a triple. Maestro doing the right thing. Actually set up for a Tetris. Long bar over Tetris. Just needs a couple of lines. And actually, that's it. Just the one line will do it. And Maestro is good in game number 3. So avoiding the sweep. And now looking for more. GG's. Great chase down. Big Daddy chase down. Nice. All right, Mr. Moonstruck enjoying the shirts. All right, let's get some players for these pieces. 0E14F2, 0E14F2. What's up, Josh Camo? 0E14F2. All right, both players have got the pieces, and I've got a countdown for them. TRISTOP up 2-1. 3, 2, 1 Tetris. Starting out with the OJI. Oh, look at this from Maestro. Interesting there to uncover that right side for the Tetris, and it's going to kind of work out. Corian thing for Maestro as well. 49,000 long bar over Tetris, TRISTOP 52, and another one from Maestro. So right now, Maestro with just about a Tetris lead. All right, 146 for Maestro. TRISTOP got a lot of tucks here in this stack. Let's see what he's gonna do. Is he gonna like work that middle, or is he gonna? He's gonna take this down, get that board reoriented toward a right side. Well, okay. Keeping it clean and drama-free. TRISTOP 156, 173 for Maestro. Tetris is for both. Maestro ahead by 37,000. There's one TRISTOP and Maestro. So TRISTOP did have back-to-back max outs to start the match off. Obviously, the third game was not that, so you'll have to go back to work trying to get that fractal record of 6 back-to-back comp maxes. That happened in this competition just a couple of months ago. All right, Maestro trying to uncover here is going to do so. Some nifty little burns there along the way. And a Tetris Maestro 301, 320 for TRISTOP and another one. So TRISTOP in the lead by about 40,000 points. There is another match after this one. The winner of this one, the first one to win 3 games, will play against Scotto Bozo. And they will be battling for a spot in the top 16. Long bar over Tetris Maestro. There's one TRISTOP for 12. TRISTOP right now with about an 80,000 point lead. Crossing that 100 line mark. For some reason, there's a small group of people that want to call that the turn. I'm against it because it's of no significance. There was 2 digits worth of lines, and now it's 3. Okay. If we had a different number system, it would be totally insignificant. With all due respect. Tetris over Maestro 396. TRISTOP 514. So TRISTOP adding to that lead. He's ahead by about 118,000 points. Other Tetris. Maestro has 1 line to go. Well, the 19 transition. TRISTOP is into 19 at 585. Maestro is in at 465, about 120,000 point difference. Tetris TRISTOP 638, 497 for Maestro. Maestro needs to win this game to stay in the tournament. All right, see what Maestro's going to do. He's going to try to just salvage this and not take all the burns. But probably going to end up taking as many burns as he would have taken, if not more, just by taking them in the first place. And that often happens, but honestly, you got to gamble. Oh, quick tap there for Maestro to that left side. So TRISTOP continuing to add to that lead. 692 for him, 522 Maestro. Oh. Tetris Maestro 588, 782 for TRISTOP. And Maestro significantly behind here now, about 200,000 points. Tetris for TRISTOP. Maestro is going to have to be very efficient here, and also hopes that something happens to TRISTOP, or at least to his board anyway. Maybe not to TRISTOP personally. And the longer that TRISTOP stays alive here and just continues to add any points whatsoever, the more and more difficult it gets for Maestro to make this up. He's cut the lead now to about 140,000. Another Tetris for Maestro. All right, a skimming a Tetris for TRISTOP, 933. And those recent those Tetrises TRISTOP were probably going to be enough to put it out of reach here. So we'll see what Maestro can do. TRISTOP with another max out. There's a Tetris Maestro 833. Both these players super consistent. Maestro gonna try to get whatever he can get. TRISTOP has the max. Maestro looking for one last Tetris, is gonna get it, an 869. So really a great set for both of these players. TRISTOP has 3 max outs. Maestro, 2 900Ks and an 870. So great consistency, except for that game 3 with an early top out TRISTOP. But great performance from Maestro. Not going to be enough to take out TRISTOP today. TRISTOP will be moving on to round 2 against Scotto, Bozo. GG, Maestro. Hope to see you again back in our new expanded Das Masters. All right, give us a moment. We will set up our next match. Maestro's got a lot to say here. Maestro's spitting right now. Maestro explaining what happened there. What is he explaining? Wait, what? All right, we'll be there in a moment. All right, so it's going to be Scotto over here. All right, I think I got to flip Scotto around. I don't usually like flipping people around, but... All right, we're going to flip Scotto. All right, see you, Maestro. You've had your chance now. That's it. All right, so this should be good. 21, 21. I think this is right. See you, buddy. Oh, we got to give TRISTOP a 0. TRISTOP, you're getting a 0. I know you just took an exam and now you're getting a 0. All right, it is round 2. Why is Scotto, your score is covered? I guess he's practicing with the score covered. All right, folks, we are going to get underway here. Scotto and TRISTOP. TRISTOP's going to use the... All right, you got another minute. Gio, you are playing the winner of this, so you have an interest in watching it. Oh, I should run an ad. All right, let's give these players their pieces. Players, here you go. Your pieces are as follows.
F94656.
That Chen hates it. Chen is like, will you stop with that robot? I'm so sick of it. I am tired of that stupid robot. No more voices, Vandy. Jeez. All right, make sure your input display and your hertz are on and all that. Sorry, Kamadas, I won't say anymore. It's not right. All right, let's get these players started in 3, 2, 1. Tetris, Classic Tetris Monthly, Das Masters Round 2, Scotto, Bozo, and TRISTOP. TRISTOP defeated Maestro, is now going to face Scotto Bozo for a spot in the top 16. Hey everybody, it's your old pal Van Dweller, host of Classic Tetris Monthly, and I'm asking you to do me a favor. If you like this video, hit thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like it, please subscribe and bang that notification bell. And follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/monthlytetris. Thank you, and have a nice day. Scotto Bozo on your left, coming in at seed number 12 with a 1.064 million average of 2. That's a PB of 1.2526 on the leaderboard out of the United States of America, famous for being the first player ever to get a 1.5 with a manipulated RNG game, which sounds like, oh, isn't that just a seed game where you know the seed? Well, yeah, and that, the way he did it, he created the RNG as he went along and memorized it, which is crazy. Scotto also the winner of the stupid Tetris Monthly that we did back in 2021, defeating Ella in the finals. And the winner of the 2023 CTWC Silver Bracket. On the right side, it is TRISTOP, who is having himself a year. Took down the CTWC Canada Regional, the Philadelphia Regional. The WPL Classic Tetris Open in 2021, I guess, is the thing as well. Wow, amazing. But anyway, having himself quite a year. A top 4 finish in CTWC World Championship this year as well. Also took second in this tournament in August. Been around for a long time. TRISTOP coming in 21 seed, PB 1.3, the first player ever to get the 1.3 with DAS. And those PBs, by the way, are DAS PBs. It's a DAS tournament, so of course we talk about DAS PBs here. And you know, who can forget TRISTOP winning the Classic Tetris Brawl Fall 2022 against Somalian Captain. I mean, man, that moment will live on in Tetris history. 311 for TRISTOP, 292 for Scotto Bozo. Yeah, Scotto Bozo, a speedrunner as well. We were going over some of his speedrun accomplishments when we were hanging out at Jonas Cup known for speed running, has like world records in the Ratchet and Clank series. So if you look him up on speedrun.com, you will see all his achievements. JDH says, Vandy, first you say we need to preserve Tetris history, then you only mock it. Yes, we must preserve it so that we can mock it. 407 for TRISTOP. Nice adjustment with that J piece to make room for the long bar. 410 for Scotto. Same lines. Small lead for Scotto right now. TRISTOP, of course, one of the game crashers. His overall PB is what? Is he? Was he 8.06? Is he like 4 or 5? He's up there. All right, Scotto's board needs a little bit of help. We'll see what he does as he tries to fix all this. He's got a T spin open down the bottom there, and he's just gonna fill it in. So Scotto just gonna take burns all the way down. Not gonna mess around trying to set up dirties or anything like that. Or maybe he is going to set up a dirty. No, that's going to just be a triple. Dirty Tetris, TRISTOP, 504. Another Tetris for him, 527. The winner of this match will move on to the top 16 of CTM DAS Masters. We have a new top 32 tournament format. In the past, if you were finished in the 17th through 32nd seed, you would have played an entirely different tournament called the World Circuit. And in order to get a spot in that top 16 the next month of DAS Masters, you would have to win that tournament. Now, you've got a lot of different entry points for these lower seeded players to try to get into that top 16, and we've already seen it. This is, in just our first broadcast, Storm was a low seed and ended up earning a spot in the top 16. So TRISTOP trying to make that happen again. Scotto trying to defend his spot in the top 16. 614 TRISTOP. He gets a Tetris. 639, 558 Scotto. Kingsman is in the chat. Welcome, Kingsman. 669 TRISTOP. Tetris Scotto 588. All right, TRISTOP, a little bit of a messy board there. Oh, gonna miss with that T, and now TRISTOP is in trouble. That left side is gonna be cut off. It is a chase down for Scotto. 677 is the target. There's a Tetris. Scotto needs to chase down 677. So just 41,000 points to go for Scotto. And it's got forever and a day to do it. The kill screen here for a DAS player, essentially level 29. He's got 50 lines to get this done. And he can really just pick and choose his spots. Does not need to be aggressive. And just take singles until a Tetris makes sense. And maybe he can even take singles and doubles the entire way. All right, some good adjustments here. Scotto maybe trying to get set up here. He is set up. All right, taking a skim here. Remaining set up for the Tetris. Getting droughted a little bit, so this is where you start to be like, oh, man. Long bar over Tetris Scotto, and he is good in game number 1. So kind of a, I wouldn't say early top out, but earlier top out than he would prefer for TRISTOP. Scotto going to take advantage and take game number 1. All right, players, let's go ahead and give you some new pieces. It's going to be 21174F, 21174F. That was 3-1 that previous match, right? 3-1? Yeah, 3-1. 3-1. Monthly Tetris. Got a report. So those brackets get updated. All right, we'll check our seeds here. 21174F. They are good. Both players ready. Let us get them started. 3-2-1 Tetris. Scotto up 1-0, starting out with the ILZO. Ilzo. Sue is home. Hello, Sue. Everybody say hello to Sue. Corian thing there for TRISTOP. All right, TRISTOP taking a couple skims down that right side. Trying to keep it open. It is kind of a real drought here. TRISTOP in trouble. Longbar will help open up that right side, but he's got no burns. So he needs a longbar, and he gets one to get it over. And the first Tetris for TRISTOP is a very useful and needed one. Oh, TRISTOP going to use that bar to fix the middle rather than take the Tetris. Scotto going to get a Tetris. He's at 93,000. TRISTOP 53,000. All right, TRISTOP going to cover that well just in time for the bar to make an appearance. As I mentioned earlier, Scotto was the winner of, I think, our either first or second ever Stupid Tetris Monthly tournament, which is a tournament we used to and will once again hold, featuring, you know, some variant modes like no next box and, you know, speed run modes and things like that. We will do it again. And the aspiration here is maybe to do it more than once a year, maybe once a quarter, maybe even monthly. Imagine Stupid Tetris Monthly really being monthly. That would be crazy. Is that too much Tetris? 178 TRISTOP, 177 Scotto Bozo. We do have more Das Masters action for you tomorrow. And that is going to be 4 p.m. Central U.S. time. 4 p.m. Central U.S. time, which I think we are UTC -5. So that should be 2100 UTC, if I'm not mistaken. Tetris Scotto 271, TRISTOP 271. Scotto with the 3 pushdown points. $362 TRISTOP, $318 Scotto Bozo, Tetris Scotto 341. Tetris Scotto 364, 385 for TRISTOP. Another Tetris Scotto, so he's back by about a Tetris. And by about 3 lines, so it's really still very close. There's a good L for TRISTOP to tuck in. He gets Tetris ready, gets that Tetris. All right, that flat long bar skim for the Tristop and the S spin gonna lead to a Tetris for him. 458. The Tristop. What am I, Kingsman? Tetris Tristop 504. Scotto 486. You wish you could be the Kingsman. I don't know. I'm happy with who I am. All right, Tetris Scotto 538, 532 for Tristop. So Scotto in the lead now. Tristop going to take it back with a Tetris as we approach the 19 transition. Tetris Scotto 556 into 19 for Tristop. Scotto going to take a single at 564 into 19. Long bar over Tetris Scotto. Oh, nice little delayed burn placement over there with Scotto for that J piece. Very nifty. Long bar Tetris Scotto 618, 614 Tristop. Super close. There's another Tetris Tristop. One thing I like about these tournaments where we've got the input display is I can go back and look at things that I never really thought to think about too much, like when these really excellent players are doing their rotational inputs at right side. Tristop is going to top out at 681. So another level 22 top out for Tristop at 681. The target is 682. 682 is the target. We can't see his score anymore, so we'll just take 681 if Scotto can get there, because that's the last number I remember seeing. But 682 to do it for real. And that's really just one Tetris away. Does not need to get it now. Can just do whatever he wants to do. He's keeping that right side open. Long bar over Tetris Scotto. Scotto takes game number 2. So Scotto playing good, solid, fundamental Tetris here. Waiting around long enough, and yeah, Tristop with a couple level 22 top outs, giving Scotto a chance to take a couple of easy games there. Scotto says double 1.3 now, let's go. See, that's what these players want. They don't want to win chasing down a level 22 top out of 622,000. They want to go all the way. Pieces are here. 8D4FC2. Thank you, Ben Squirrely, for the pin. 8D4FC2. All right, 8D4FC2, 8D4FC2. Players are ready. I'm ready. You're all ready. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Starting off with the IJLS. And Scotto with that Sidnev-esque one pushdown point sets up the intentional T-spin for Swag and misses the T-spin. That's going to lead to a couple extra wasted lines here for Scotto. That's all right. You know, an important thing in this game is to have fun. And if you're not having fun, then it's not fun. So I'm all in favor of the occasional swag placement. Maybe that was the ideal placement. I don't know. We'll see what AI says, but I mean, now we're at the point where we have the tools where we can like put that move into a solver and go like, oh, here's how good or bad the move is. I mean, sure, it's fine. It's just risky because if you don't hit it, you end up, wasting a couple lines. Long bar over, Tetris, Scotto, 95,000. TRISTOP going to take a triple to bring this stack back down. He's got 67,000 points. Asplin Chen is here. And Scotto going to top out at 99,000. So Scotto giving a gift back to TRISTOP. TRISTOP, you are good in game number 3. I mean, it seems like the kind thing to do. Don't give him 2, though. Like, giving him 1, that's okay. Don't give him 2. All right, new players for these pieces. 84594A. 84594A. That was pretty close to 1.3. Yeah, 1.3 thousand. All right, 84594A. We are good. Pieces are good. Players are good. Despite that last game, let's get them counted down. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. All right, TRISTOP boiling mad here now, pushing down. We're not seeing a lot of push down from TRISTOP, but he's gonna push down here. And sometimes that can just be a way to give yourself a little bit less time to overthink a placement, especially if you've maybe being a little too expressed a little too much toxic creativity. Which I fall into all the time. Like, I'm not a good player, but if I give myself too much time to think, I will find all kinds of ways to make a non-obvious play that is bad. Except I'm not good at push down, so it always leads to misdrops for me. Jungle Cook says also trying to get out in front. Oh, that's possible. Is out in front by about 8 lines. That's another reason to do it. 185. But, of course, we've seen Scotto chase down with no problem. So, that aspect of it, not necessarily an advantage. $231 TRISTOP, $131 Scotto. There's a Tetris TRISTOP. Another Tetris TRISTOP, 300,000 through 56 lines. Oh, guys, Beta Strep is streaming now, so I know you're all going to leave. All right, makes room for that square. Gets set up for the Tetris. Tetris Scotto 224, 345 TRISTOP. Cooking right now. All right, Scotto's board getting a little bit high here, kind of dependent. And no good place for a square and no burns right now, so a bar is very nice for Scotto right there. 255, 361 TRISTOP. His pace has slowed down a little bit the last 10 lines. Long bar in Tetris. And he's just going to take a triple, clear all that out. Get a good stack going again. All right, yeah, he's just going to move that well over to the right side. Not going to go crazy with the center wells and all that. He's going to move the, just get yourself a good board. Scotto with the line spin, like a delayed burn line spin. You'll love to see it. Actually set up for a dirty Tetris column 3. Gets it. 295 for him. 440 for TRISTOP here in game 3. Needs to win to stay in. TRISTOP with the Tetris 487 through 105. Adjustment long bar to make room for the Z. So that's going to get him Tetris ready. Scotto set up in column 8. Gets the Tetris. Is he going to keep building in column 8? He's almost there. And he is going to keep building there. So he's got another Tetris set up column 8. Going to have to chuck a square over in 9 and 10. So he's going to keep staying in column 8. I think players do feel comfortable with that column 8. You know, kind of a 7-2 split or whatever. Players don't seem to mind that as much as some other splits. Now he's got a little bit of garbage. The well is open, though. He gets the Tetris. He brings it down. He's going to have to work out some of these gaps, which are concentrated in column 6, 7, and 8. 377 for Scotto. TRISTOP out to a good big lead. Now up over 200,000 points, but ahead by 12 lines as well. It is a real lead into 19. 588 for TRISTOP. So the key here for him is to be getting past that level 22. All right, long bar down. Tetris, TRISTOP 614. All right, he's set up for a Tetris. All right, avoiding the skim here. He's finally going to bring it down. Skimming at Tetris, TRISTOP 648. Scotto is in. He's at 414. He's going to get a split triple here. He's at 421 now. All right, TRISTOP trying to keep that well open. Taking the skims. Getting reestablished. That left side for TRISTOP, kind of a mess. He's going to get a Tetris. He's got to bring this down. Scotto is kind of a mess here, and that's going to be a top out for Scotto. And TRISTOP is good. So getting out to that big early lead, going to be an asset for TRISTOP. And we got ourselves our first decider of the day. Boopity boop, there it is. Where's the decider? You still died on 22. True, yeah, that's your nemesis, is 22. TRISTOP just can't master level 22. It's so hard. All right, new pieces for the players. 8-0 EFC3. 8-0 EFC3. Which is weird, though, because TRISTOP's name is TRISTOP 716, and then 7 plus 1 plus 6 plus 8 is 22. So what does that mean? Like there's 8 letters in his name, and then 716 is 14 plus 8 is 22, guys. So what is that? 80EFC3. All right, both players are ready. Scotto and TRISTOP. It is a decider. The winner goes to the top 16. Get him started in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Halketa says, you can do it, Scotto. All right. And then Chef Boyard Jeep says, let's go, TRISTOP. All right, TRISTOP with the 112 pushdown points and getting up high here. He's going to have to find a way to bring this down. This is tough for TRISTOP. Oh, we're deep now into the toast song. Oh, this is going to be really tough for TRISTOP. Oh, no, that to the left. Oh, no, and I don't think there's anything he can do. And TRISTOP going to top out at 8,000, and Scotto is good. Oh, my goodness. That was a very unexpected, maybe not result, but an unexpected manner for this match to happen. I mean, that was just crazy. The TRISTOP level 22 and level and 10 lines in his nemesis. Scotto, you will be moving on to the top 16. You're already in the top 16, but now you've earned your way in. You've defended your top 16 spots, which is good for you. So let's go ahead and report that. Congratulations to you, Scotto. Now you have to go and play Geo in this. Yes, I will show the fans the results of today. What have we done? What have we accomplished today, fans? Well, what we have accomplished is the following. Let's take a look at our entire big, huge bracket. You can't really see anything, but if you look over in that blue bracket, you'll see match 4 and 12 have occurred. Let me refresh that. You'll now see Scotto's name. Gonna fight Giovanni. And in the top right corner, you'll see match 6, 14, and 22. Storm taking out Meme. Storm taking out Salted Sofa. And Storm will face AV Geek. If you want a close up there, there's the blue action. That is what has happened. And green, that is what has happened. And you can take a look at our top 16 so far. That is what we got. So what does this all mean? I don't know. But we are here and we are doing DAS. Now we've got another bracket tomorrow. That is going to be at 4 p.m. Central U.S. time. I believe that's 2100 UTC, if I'm not mistaken. So join us then. That is going to be, which one? That is going to be... Sharky Alejo. And the winner takes on Peak. And that is what we've got for you to tomorrow. We also have a couple of preliminary. We have both red prelims scheduled this weekend. One on Saturday, one on Sunday. So DAS Masters now in full swing. As soon as we know when Masters Finals is, we will let you know. Want to thank those of you who contributed to the prize pool this stream. There weren't a lot, but it was Tom J with the 2821. We still got 10 codes left. So if you want to go to Match Arena and claim those codes, there's 10 left. But we got some time. We want to get to our $1,000 incentive for that prize pool. That way we can pay the top 8. So if you're in a position to help us out with the prize pool, do so. $1, $5, $10, $20 contributions, all welcome. So use that Matcherino command in chat. That'll bring up the links, and then you can get over there and help. Also want to thank, who do we want to thank? We want to thank our patrons, Scott Gray 76, K9 Watching Tetris, Tacnerus. Also thank Corporal 381 Shall Be Satisfied, Cat 91 J in the Window, Troy Dan, Kim S, and our sticker and double sticker club level members, and our community level members. If you want to help us out and maybe get some rewards, head over to patreon.com/monthly Tetris. Thank you everybody for hanging out. I will see you tomorrow. This is fun. I love Das Masters, and now I love this format. I love this format because now we've got like players from the lower seeds threatening the top 16 and like earning their way in, and I think it's great. We've already had one. We had another near miss. TRISTOP could have redeemed himself and gotten to the top 16. Was so close. I love it so far, so I hope you do too. We will see you tomorrow, and I guess I have to raid another Tetris person because that is how Twitch works. And I guess I'm raiding people is what we are doing. I'm gonna try to raid someone who is not qualifying because I think it's distracting, and everybody else playing a match. There's CTM Super Circuit. Meme is doing a Super Circuit match, so let's go ahead and watch that. Meme is the restreamer. So give your warm regards to Meme. All right, see you everybody. YouTube, thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you. See you tomorrow.